In this video we will understand Azure DevOps organization. So once you sign up for Azure DevOps services, so it will ask you to create one organization. So organization is like a top umbrella for all our projects. Okay, so we'll see how to create a new organization, and we'll also see what do we have in organization settings. So first we'll go ahead and create new organization. So once you sign up for the first time, also it will ask you to create organization in this manner. So I'll pass md j. Now if we see, it is pointing to this directory. Looks like something is went wrong. GPQ44HY. Okay, I understand why it is not allowing me to do, because I created a organization with similar name, and I deleted it. So that's why it's not allowing me to do that. Okay, now let us see. So here if you see, it is pointing to this directory. This is the Microsoft default directory. Okay, we'll see what is that. So our organization is created, and it is asking me to create a project now. So here we can create public and private project. So if we choose private, then anonymous user cannot access anything which we keep in this project. So I choose public. Okay, temp1, let's say. Okay, here it is not allowing me to do that. We'll see why it's not allowing. So let me create the private first. Temp private. Okay, now we have this organization and this project is created. We'll see like why it was not allowing us to create the public or public project. So I'm on this organization, and I'm going to the organization settings, and if I go to the security and policies, somewhere here in security policy, allow public projects, it is set as off. So by default it is not allowing, it does not allow you to create public projects. Okay, now we will understand all these some of the options which are given here. In overview, this is the name of our organization, company name, so you can change this one, and there's a delete one, and who is the owner here, and a list of projects which we are going to create, and the users. I'm only the one user here, so we'll discuss more when we discuss the user section, permissions and all. In billing, we can set up the billing for our Azure DevOps services. So now this Azure DevOps services, we need to tag it to this subscription. Okay, so that whatever like let us say users and whatever the things which are chargeable, which we create over here, that will be, you know, uh, included in our subscription billing. So here, since we are on free trial, it is not considering that, so now we cannot do that. Here we have these pipelines, we have this Microsoft hosted agents on which we can run uh, pipelines for free for these many minutes, and we can have one self-hosted agent. Okay, and basic users we get 5 as free, and for test, for basic plus test, we need to buy, we need to, you know, start the free trial also. It also has free trial. So default access given to new users is a stakeholder. So for artifacts, by default it is giving 2 GB as free. In notification, we'll understand it later, so because it is going to take time for loading. So we can see all the usage details over here, like per user, how this user is frequently accessing that this Azure DevOps. Here we can install agents extensions. We can do it from the marketplace also. And now this is connected to this directory, and if we see this tenant, and if I go to Azure Active Directory, and if I see the tenant details, okay, so this is 0242 is the tenant ID, which this organization is connected to this Azure Active Directory. And policies, we saw these set of things, we can disable public projects creation. Okay, permissions, these are the default groups we get for our organization. And processes, these are the set of processes. Let's say when you have a project, and if you are following agile, then you can use this process. So when you use a particular process, then it will give you a set of template, you know, using which you can manage work very well. Let's say if you are following agile or scrum, then it will give complete a template through which you can manage the scrum project. Agent pools, so these are for our managing our self-hosted and Microsoft hosted agents. These are some of the options through which we can manage complete settings at the organization level. Like we can disable anonymous access. Deployment pools, these are like for targeting, let's say if we have set of target machines which are grouped using deployment group, then we can set, you know, deployment pool, and we use this deployment pool to, you know, deploy our solutions. Parallel jobs, as of now we have only one parallel job for our self-hosted agents, so we'll understand what are parallel jobs when we discuss this topic in more detail. And repositories, here it will show like default branch name for new repositories is main over here, but you can change it to master or like whatever the naming convention which your organization would like you to follow. And in the storage, as we discussed, for the artifact storage, by default it's not showing up here, but we saw that it gives by default as 2 GB free, right? So that's it for this video. We just explored on all the options which are there in organization settings. So in coming videos we'll explore the projects and all the options which are there here. Thank you for your time. See you in next video.